Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now we are seeing a new Bitcoin signal that presents an amazing opportunity. But before we start talking about that and some other important Bitcoin charts later in the video, first, there is some massive Bitcoin news today. Some of you might already know about this, but basically the United States government just seized $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin that is directly linked to the 2016 hack of the Bitfinex exchange. And if you were on this channel around a week ago, I actually uploaded a video telling you that $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin just moved on the Bitcoin blockchain. And in that video from a week ago, I told you that that $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin was directly linked to the Bitfinex hack of 2016. And for any of the beginners out there, the way that I knew this Bitcoin was moving around was simply because every transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain is completely public for everyone to see. So this is the Bitcoin wallet right here that seized over 94,000 Bitcoin, which at the time was worth around $3.6 billion, but right now at today's price is worth over $4 billion. So obviously it is a good thing that all of this Bitcoin is no longer in the hands of those hackers. But with that being said, in the original Bitfinex hack back in 2016, around 120,000 Bitcoin were stolen. And you can see here that the US government has only seized around 94,500 Bitcoin. Now I say only 94,500 Bitcoin because obviously there is still over 25,000 Bitcoin missing, which is certainly not a small amount. And with that being said, the story gets even weirder. If you're wanting to know who were the alleged Bitcoin hackers, well, these are the accused hackers, as they are a married couple, which is probably not the first thing that comes to mind when you're picturing elite hackers cracking into a cryptocurrency exchange and stealing billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. So because of that, there has been a lot of people questioning if these are really the Bitfinex hackers. And on top of that, what is very interesting is that one of them is verified over on Twitter and was actively posting only just a few days ago. And how she got verified is because she's apparently a Forbes writer. She has written articles for Forbes, but then it gets even weirder than that because apparently she's a so-called rapper posting these sort of rap videos. And on top of that, they also post on TikTok, posting these really weird sort of videos. And above all of that, here is where it gets very interesting. If you go through the official release from the United States Department of Justice and summarize it down to the points that tell us how they really caught these hackers, basically one of the alleged hackers was purchasing gift cards through Gift and an American VPN, but only just now after 5 to 6 years of doing this, because remember the original hack was back in 2016, one of the hackers decided to make these purchases using his real name, email, and real home address purchased with the stolen Bitcoin. And on top of that, they just so happened to store all of their information, including passwords for exchanges and a spreadsheet containing all of their activity that was stored in a cloud storage account, such as a Dropbox or a Google Drive, for example. So for a pair of elite hackers hacking into a cryptocurrency exchange back in 2016 and stealing what is now worth over $4 billion worth of Bitcoin and hiding that Bitcoin ever since, and only just now after 5 to 6 years, they happen to start purchasing things using their real name and home address with the stolen Bitcoin. So just recently, they must have forgotten how Bitcoin works and the fact that transactions are public for everyone to see. And for a pair of hackers that hacked into an online crypto exchange, surely they would know more than anyone how unsecure online storage devices are, but apparently they just so happen to store all of their private information and all of their activity on an online storage account. So because of all of that, I'm sure you can see why there's a lot of people questioning if these are actually the Bitfinex hackers or not. And obviously there is no way to know for certain right now, but I want to hear what you think about this. Do you think that we have the complete and legitimate story, or do you think that there's something more going on here that we might not know about? So once again, let me know your opinion in the comment section down below, because honestly, I'll be interested to hear what you have to say. And now jumping into some Bitcoin technical analysis. First of all, this is the 4-day time frame for Bitcoin, and we've got our parabolic stop and reverse indicator, which is right now on this 4-day time frame flashing a green signal, the first green dot that we have seen since around the beginning of November, when Bitcoin reached its all-time high and started to flip into this more bearish trend the moment we saw a red dot form. The reason why I've chosen the 4-day time frame is because it's the smallest time frame where we have the most accuracy. So you can see in the past, anytime we see a green dot form in this parabolic stop and reverse indicator, usually that means that we are due to see a lot more bullish price action and more likely about to form some sort of bullish trend in the price of Bitcoin. But technically speaking, to confirm this as a green dot on this time frame, we need to see a 4 daily candle close, and the next 4 daily candle close is in around 9 hours from now at the time of recording this video. Now checking out the daily time frame, and you can see that Bitcoin is attempting to break above the 38.2% Fibonacci level, which ranges coming in at just underneath 44,000. And so obviously if we see some more confirmation of the break above that point of resistance, then in that case, I'll be looking towards the 50% level coming in just underneath 48,000 US dollars. But as always, the most important Fibonacci level is the golden pocket, which is actually a price range in between 52 and 53,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. And another bullish signal that we are seeing right now, and this one has actually been confirmed. This is on the 3-day time frame for Bitcoin. And of course, we have this bullish divergence between the price action and the RSI, but only just now have we confirmed a bullish cross in the 3-day RSI for Bitcoin. And the last time that we saw this happen, where the MACD was in negative territory, so in the bottom half of this indicator, was all the way back in July 2021. And obviously that turned out to be an amazing buying opportunity. Even if you bought after the initial pump, that was only just the beginning of a larger uptrend starting to form. Now, it is important to mention, we technically have not confirmed a new uptrend in the price just yet. For that, we need to see at least one higher high and at least one higher low to start forming before we can technically start calling this an uptrend. But because of signals like this 3-day bullish cross in the MACD, that simply increases our probability of entering a new uptrend from here. And just a quick reminder that we have seen a breakout in the 3-day RSI for Bitcoin, and historically speaking, this gives us a similar outcome to seeing a bullish cross in the 3-day MACD. If you found this video useful, please make sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on any of these important updates that I post every single day. And before you click off, you might as well check out one of these uploads if you haven't already. But that is it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.